Yeah, we're starting. There it is.
Do you have salad in my teeth?
I can't see if you have salad in your teeth. Let y'all fill in for a minute. Oh, it's really dim. There we go. Clear. What's going on, y'all? Curtis Smith here, Low Key Conversations. How y'all doing? How y'all living? How y'all feeling?
Hi, guys.
Wow.
I just finished eating. I'm trying to put the gum in my mouth.
So slow.
Welcome.
This is Colleen. Everybody who don't know.
Which I don't understand why you wouldn't.
Because you never introduce yourself. That's why they wouldn't.
This is Colleen.
What's going on? So Low Key Conversations are coming to y'all tonight live from Facebook. I know what I said, it's exclusively a member of the YouTube family, which it is. But when we have scheduling conflicts or what have you, where we can't produce a full broadcast for you, this is our deterrent, and we will be broadcasting live from Facebook. Okay? Changed up the set a little bit, just a little bit of a different dynamic to differentiate from YouTube to Facebook. This is Facebook. You can see this is still the same area, the same set.
It's just the other side of the room.
It's just the other side of the room. But we made a commitment to y'all, so this is what we do. So I do have a topic that I wanted to talk about. Like I told y'all earlier, it's a very loaded topic, and I know some of y'all are anxious to actually get into it. But before we do, I wanted to congratulate Miss Colleen Smith on the...
That's a Mrs. Colleen Smith. Thank you very much. I worked hard for that shit.
I want to congratulate Colleen on the progression of When All Else Fails. I've been listening. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I am an executive producer of the whole situation, whatever. But I'm not down here when they do what they do. I have no part in what is going on. This is all her. This is her platform, her thing, and she has been fantastic with it. Tonight's show, if you guys had an opportunity to listen, it was very intriguing. I listened. I was intrigued. I learned some things that I didn't know about. So, again, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Good job. You are doing fantastic. Keep up the good work in building and expanding the Low Key Conversations.
It's only going to get better.
/ mandated entertainment brand. So with that being said, big shout out and thank you to Jessica and to Heather and also to tonight's guest, Victoria. Thank you very much. You guys were fantastic. And hopefully you guys will come back again at a later date for a different topic. Thank y'all for checking in. I see you. Chantal, I see you. Miza, I see you. Gina. Hi.
Hi.
Hopefully y'all stick around throughout the entire duration of this episode and don't get swayed and get caught up in something else. All right? So what I wanted to talk about tonight is, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it. You guys saw the post that I put up earlier. This is, and it's not necessarily it's not necessarily pertaining exclusively to the 3 individuals that I posted on the picture that I put up earlier, but this is just in general. So my question is there a differentiation? Is there a separation between a person's genuine success and their shortcomings, their indiscretions, their flaws? Now, I ask this question because, so everybody knows, like it's all over the news. The whole Cosby situation, the entire Robert Kelly situation, and even with, and maybe he shouldn't have been placed in this whole, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe he should have been put in this bucket, but Chris Brown is in there too. And the only reason that I threw Chris Brown in there is because he has also been ridiculed for some form of female, what's the word I'm looking for? some sort of female abuse, disrespect, abuse. You know what I mean? Like, so he's in there. Like, he's received backlash from it, and it affected his career, you know, to an extent. And, you know, it's obviously affected Bill Cosby's situation, and it's affecting right now as we speak, R. Kelly's situation. And again, like, there are others, like, there are a whole bunch of men that are, and that's another part of the spectrum that we're going to touch on, because it's all men being focused and honed in on right now. But I just want to know, can you separate the two? You know what I mean? Like, can you, like, is it okay to just be like, nah, I'm not rocking with you no more because of what you did, and just completely discredit, you know, what they have done so far? Like, is that fair to do? That's my question. Like, is it fair? And a lot of people will say, well, you know, none of these people were thinking about fairness when they did what they did to these women, and, you know, so on and so forth. But I just want genuine answers. I want genuine opinions on this situation. Because all three of these individuals are successful. All three of these guys have created things that we've all liked, we've all been attracted to, we've all embraced. And now that, you know, they're under the fire, you know, things are being taken away from them, and it's, oh, you know, we're not going to play their shows, we're not going to play their music, we're not going to support them. I just want to know how do you feel about it? I'm just talking.
Okay, so I don't feel like I can answer the question all in one category of people, because I feel differently towards at least all three of them that you posted.
Yeah.
So, will I ever look at Bill Cosby the same? Nope. Not at all. I will not. I just, on a personal level, to me, I just can't look at him and see Dr. Huxtable, or I can't. No. Now, what you're saying is, should we have a choice to have that taken away from us?
Well, I didn't even.
Okay, so that was all right.
Go ahead,
so let me start with him. So no, I've ruled him out. So he's out of my life.
He's out of your life?
Yeah.
Because was he ever really in your life?
Yeah, he was in my life.
Okay.
So I've ruled him out. Chris Brown, I feel like that's just over and done with. The kid, he was a kid, first of all. He was a young child who made mistakes. That shouldn't be what he's known for.
Okay.
Period.
I agree. I agree.
He messed up. If anyone saw his documentary, he explained it. It was a great documentary.
Yeah. Time out. Hey, listen. If you guys did not have an opportunity, go to, was it Netflix? Go to Netflix and watch Chris Brown's documentary. It's very enlightening. It touches on, it answers every question that anyone has ever had in regards to that entire situation that he had with Rihanna. Check it out, because it's very enlightening.
And if you don't gain any respect for him from it, at least you'll gain
no, damn that. If you don't gain any respect for Chris Brown after watching that, then you're just a hater.
Okay.
Because he didn't have to do what he did. He didn't have to put it out there. It's been years, and he didn't have to touch on it again. He could have just let it blow over and not said a word about it, but he felt like it was necessary to do. He did it. He did it in a very tasteful manner. I respect him. I appreciated what he did. But proceed. I didn't mean to.
Okay. No, that's fine. So as far as R. Kelly.
Yep. Keep going.
Let that man live.
What?
Okay, so R. Kelly is a freak. Everybody, that's not.
Wow.
It's not a secret. Half of Americans these days are freaks because of R. Kelly.
All right.
So, to pull his music for what? Because he had a cult in his house? All those women had permission to be there?
They had permission to be there?
I mean, not permission.
They had the option to leave.
Yeah, they weren't being held hostage.
Yeah.
So what he does in his private life is not our business. Just because he's famous does not make it our business what he's doing in his private life if it's not hurting anyone else. Now, one could say it is hurting those women mentally, but they're grown. They know better.
Yeah. Well, and that's part of the spectrum too, because now it's, oh well, excuse me. He's, he's seeking out these younger women, these women that don't know any better. Like they're drawn
So
to
he's
this,
a predator.
yeah, like they're drawn to the stigma of R. Kelly, like not to the man, not to, like they're blinded by his successes, what everybody is saying. Like he's able to manipulate these women, which very well may be the case. Mm-hmm. It's very possible. I am not taking, all right, so we're going to go way back to the beginning. I saw the tape. Like, tapes, quote unquote. Like they're tapes. I saw them all. I saw all the R. Kelly tapes. It was him. Like this is not just me. Like I saw the tapes.
Some
it was
people
him.
are into that.
Hold up,
shit,
stop.
though.
Listen, it was him. He did that shit.
Okay, so the girl was a child. I get it.
Yes, she was a child. I don't remember exactly how old she was. They say she was 15 or 16, whatever. She wasn't 21.
Did he know that she was 15? I don't remember.
There's no way you didn't know that she was underage. She looked young. She had a young body. Her face was young. She was young. She was younger than 21 years old. What makes R. Kelly look like, just stay out. Don't get in front of the camera. Don't do interviews, because he made himself look bad. Like he interviewed a while back or whatever, and the guy asked him, it was like, "Do you like younger girls?" And instead of him saying yes or no, his answer was, "Well, how young you talking?" That didn't make him look good. Like, how young you talking? That didn't make him look good. But with all that said and done,
it's a clear question.
It is a clear question, but he didn't give a clear answer. That's what made
it is no.
It wasn't a clear answer. He answered the question with a question.
Okay.
How young you talking? That just makes you look bad. Like, yeah, I like young girls, but how young are you talking? Like, it shouldn't matter. The question was direct, and you knew why the question was being asked to you. Your answer should have been, no, I like women. Period. That should have been the answer, but that wasn't. He opened himself up for that. So, do I believe that R. Kelly has some issues? Absolutely. I absolutely do believe that he has some issues. Do I believe that he deserves the onslaught that's coming at him now? Absolutely not.
No. I would not put him in the same category as Bill Cosby.
Listen.
It's a different kind of...
It's being looked at, in regards to R. Kelly, it's being looked at as, it's still rape. It's being looked at as statutory rape. He's having sex with these young girls that aren't old enough to give consensual permission. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what started all of this. He was having sex with these young women that weren't of age. That's statutory rape. Mm-hmm. I know for a fact, being a father, I'd be headhunting. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But my question is, and I see a lot of you guys are responding and y'all giving your feedback, and I'm going to get to that, so please don't get discouraged. I'm going to get to that. Because y'all will probably leave and thinking, oh, well, we commenting and ain't nobody addressing it. I'm going to address it. But what I'm saying is, so we're going to have to focus on, we can't talk about them all at the same time. In regards to R. Kelly, does the situation that he's dealing with now with the whole cult and even the back situations in regards to what happened with the young girls and all of that, does that take away from what this man has contributed to the music industry?
Absolutely not.
That's my question. So now you gave your answer. I am going to just go through some of these comments real quick. Somebody said no one. If you're still watching, Miss Betha, you're going to have to elaborate. I don't know what no one means.
Well, that was from before when we were talking about, like, who's exempt. Like, are you still...
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. So, all right. So Gina said she thought the same thing about Chris Brown, but then she saw pics from a recent party, and as a victim of domestic abuse, I recognize his body language, and I think he is an abuser. Okay. I'm not sure what pictures you're talking about, Gina. So again, I would encourage anyone who anyone who still has any kind of skepticism in regards to Chris Brown to watch his documentary.
What was the name of that?
The name of the documentary?
Yeah.
I don't remember. But I'm quite sure if you go to Netflix and you Google. If you go to Netflix and you search Chris Brown, it'll probably be the first thing that pops up. He didn't grow up in the best circumstances. His dad wasn't around. He had a stepfather that was abusive. When you come up around, and again, I'm not defending him because I wasn't there. I don't know what his mind frame and his mentality was. I just know that he was very young when it happened. And I am not going to hold him accountable now for things that he did umpteen years ago. I can't. I've seen his progression. I've seen his growth. I've seen what he's contributed. I see his work ethic. I see the amount of dedication and heart that he puts into what it is that he does. His personal demons are his personal demons. The fact that everybody has personal demons. Everybody does. Everybody has things that they deal with. Everyone has indiscretions. Nobody's perfect. But the difference between us and him,
Not in the media.
He's not in the media. He doesn't have a camera. Like, we don't have cameras in our face 24/7. Everything that we do is not going to get picked up and put out into the public eye for everyone to judge us for. That's the difference.
You just get an hour of our time.
You know what I mean?
When we're being nice to each other.
I'm a firm believer that you should not, I'm not saying that I have never done it, but you should not pass judgment on people if you don't walk in their shoes. You shouldn't. You shouldn't pass judgment. But the fact that Chris Brown's situation was under the spotlight for everyone to see when it happened, there are things that I've done. I'm quite sure there are things that you all have done that you don't want anybody else to know about. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there were cameras around when you did what you did, you might be in the same situation that he was in. So you can't really throw stones. Glass is everywhere. So with that being said, I would like to put my focus on his growth, his progression, and watch what he's doing now and respect that. I don't know him as a man. I don't know him personally. I don't. But I do know that he works his ass off and he puts out ample music that I enjoy.
And Gina said that, she said, I agree with that. I actually still fuck with his music, but I do think he abuses women. It's two separate items, though, if that makes sense.
It does.
So you're separating
you're able to separate
his
that.
personal life from his business.
Exactly. But you are making that choice. Like, no one has put that in front of your face and said, "Oh, so this is Chris Brown's entire catalog. We're taking all of that away. You can't listen to it. You're not going to be able to find it anywhere." You have been left with the choice. In regards to Chris Brown, you've still been left with the choice to say, "Hey, I rock with him. Hey, I don't." Can't say that about Bill Cosby. They made it a point to just take that man's entire legacy and flush it down the toilet, just erased him from everything. Do I agree with that? Absolutely not. I don't agree with that. But with that being said, 60 women have made accusations towards Bill Cosby. 60. That's a lot. Do I believe that all of them are factual and true? No, I don't. I believe that a lot of those women are opportunists. I believe that they are just looking. I don't know what the hell they're looking for.
At least a quarter of them.
Listen, I don't give a shit how many of them it is. I believe that a lot of them are opportunists and they're just looking for whatever the hell they're looking for. They didn't get. I couldn't tell you who any of these women are. I still can't. I read the list earlier today. I read all 60
So that
names.
chick with that crazy dark-headed chick, she's a celebrity. What's her
Yeah,
name?
no, a few of them are celebrities.
She's like she has like lip injections. Or something.
I know who you're talking about. I listen. Earlier today, I read every single name of every woman that has accused Bill Cosby of sexual misconduct, rape, whatever. Every name, and after every name, there was a little paragraph that said who they were, when said event happened and whatever. I read them all today. It was 60 of them. Do I believe all of them? Absolutely not. Because all of those stories sounded the same. Like, all of those stories were identical. They all were. He drugged me and then he raped me. He gave me a drink and then I felt woozy and then the next day I woke up and I felt funny. Like, half of them didn't even say they got raped. They just said they felt funny afterwards and they couldn't remember what happened. Like, do I believe all of them? Absolutely not. I don't. You can tell when somebody's lying. Especially when they're in front of a camera. You can tell when someone is lying. I can. I'm sorry. I maybe it's a gift for me. I can tell when you're full of shit. A lot of those women were full of shit. I'm not saying all of them, but I know a lot of them were. But with all of that being said, even if one of them was telling the truth, that's one too many. Even if one of them was telling the truth, that's one too many. Even if one of those women said, I went to Bill Cosby's house, I met Bill Cosby at a hotel room, he gave me a drink, I felt funny, I laid down on the couch, he was touching me, I didn't want him to touch me, but I didn't have the strength or the will to push him off. Next thing I know, he was on top of me, things were happening, I couldn't stop it. After it happened, I left. I didn't know how to tell anybody because it's Bill Cosby, Fat Albert, Cosby Show, all of the movies. I didn't know how to tell anybody and have them believe me. So I kept it to myself. And then I was talking to someone and someone told me, you know, I should say something. And I finally got the courage up 30 years later to say something about it. Even if that story is true, that's one story too many. And Bill Cosby should pay. Now, I don't know how you're going to... I don't know. Listen, the man is damn near not...
Years ago.
It wasn't really an admission.
He admitted
it wasn't
that
really an admission. All right, so he was on David Letterman. He was having a conversation with David Letterman, and I guess he probably forgot there was cameras on, there was people in the audience, but he really said, remember, back in the days, you'd be at a party and, you give a girl a little something, put in a drink, and he did say that. Mm-hmm. I saw it several times. He did say it. So do I believe that he absolutely had the capability of doing that? Yes. Do I believe that it was something that was happening in that time and he wasn't the only one doing it? Absolutely, I do. So that's not, again, I'm not defending Bill Cosby. If he did that shit, he deserves to pay. I don't understand how you're going to throw a 90-year-old guy in jail. Just let that man die and be over with. But, I don't know what else you can take away from him. You completely stripped his legacy. Bill Cosby was like the father figure for damn near all of America. And America completely erased that. I don't know what else you can take away from that man. He's lost his son. He's lost his daughter. His kids died. So maybe that's God. Maybe God is just punishing him on his own. But I don't think that it's up to, whoever the powers that be are to just say we're completely stripped. Because you got to remember, Bill Cosby was the creator of the Cosby Show, but other people got paid off of that show. Other people were getting paid off of that syndication. So when you pull it from all of those stations, there are several other actors and producers and directors that are not getting paid that were relying on that money.
Right.
So that's not fair either. If you're going to punish that man, then punish that man. I don't know. I guess it's a touchy,
Well, there's got to be a way where they can leave it on and he just doesn't get his royalties.
Yeah, but at this point, it's too late. It's too late now. There's no network that's going to put that show back on. And I heard that there were a couple of networks that are still playing it. And if I'm wrong, or if any of y'all know of a network that's still playing Bill Cosby, still playing the Cosby Show, let me know, because I could be wrong. But I'm not sure. Tyson, I don't know what that means. Would you mean 19? I don't know what that means.
He was like, that girl was not 19. I saw Mace.
Oh, Mace. Remember that girl you said was 19, son? She was not 19. I followed her to school. That's how I know. I followed her to school. I don't be in... All right, Miss, I see you. That's funny. What up, Corel? You made it to New York safe. Let me know. Suzanne was popping. There were pics of him choking a girl. Okay, you did address that. Alicia was popping. I agree that I actually still fuck. Okay, saw that. Amen. Yes. Okay. I'm just saying. I don't think that it should be. I think that the public should be able to decide whether or not
TV1 still
plays the Cosby Show. Okay.
So for those of you who
All right.
want to watch, I don't know what TV1 is. We don't have cable.
Yeah, we don't pay for that stuff. So I think I feel like it should have been left up to the public to decide whether or not they still rock with Bill Cosby. I do. Like, you know, if you're going to take away his accolades and his trophies and all of that stuff that y'all take away from him, you know, all the awards that y'all gave him, y'all took them back. He had to give them back or whatever. That's y'all prerogative. That y'all can do that. But at the same time, Bill Cosby contributed a lot to HBCUs. He sent a lot of kids to college, put up a lot of money for scholarships for a lot of young people, young African American men and women, not just, but African American men and women to be able to go to historically black colleges and universities. Did y'all give him his money back? And I know nobody that is watching me right now had any control over any of that shit. I don't know why I asked that question like I was expecting an answer. But if you're gonna do something, you do it across the board. Like, that's the hypocrisy in this country that I just can't fuck with. You know, you can't take away, you know, his accolades and his trophies and strip him of his legacy and take his shows off of television and, like, just, you know, give him the Moses banished out of Egypt treatment and still keep his money. Like, that's the hypocrisy. If you're going to do it all the way across the board. Which is how I feel in regards to, like, everybody. Like, that whole Harvey Weinstein shit and, like, just all of it. Like, if you're going to do it across the board, period. That's my opinion. Chris Brown, leave that man alone. Let that man rock. He screwed up. Y'all watched the documentary. You know it was a mutual thing. He screwed up. She screwed up. They was both being physical. Only difference was her bruises got caught on camera. That's it. That's the only difference. And that's not me taking anything away from Rihanna. I love Rihanna. I rocks with Rihanna. But it was a mutual thing. They was both drunk. They was both young. They both had that whole celebrity thing going with them. They was in an enclosed area. They was beefing. She hit him, he hit her. They hit each other, scratches, bites, all of that bullshit, whatever. She's the only...
When you say young, like, what was he, 18? Like...
He was younger than that.
They were young.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, they were in their early 20s.
Nah, they were young. They were kids. They were kids with cameras all in their faces. They was drunk. Driving. Don't drink and drive.
Gina said, here's an interesting piece of that no one is addressing. All of these men are black. What about Elvis to start? Who took custody of a teenager till she was old enough to marry? Oh, yeah.
What?
So, I don't remember the actual
I don't know
story.
shit about Elvis Presley.
Okay.
I'm gonna just put that out there. I don't know
So,
fucking thing about Elvis Presley. I never cared.
So, Elvis, I believe, and I know Gina was a big fan of Elvis, obviously, because she knows this story. But if I can remember correctly, he had custody of someone. I don't remember who it was, but he had custody of someone until they were old enough. He had, like, legal guardianship over someone, and then when they were old enough, when they were of age, married them.
Okay.
And he didn't get any shit for anything.
True. Well, come on, like, that's what I'm talking about, the whole double standard shit. Like,
Tessa was, yes. You're
What?
right. Tessa was the big fan of Elvis.
oh. They having their own side conversation. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. But yeah, that whole double standard shit. Like, okay, now, like, the whole and again, like I said, the whole R. Kelly thing. I don't care. Y'all can say what y'all want about me. I rocks with R. Kelly. I don't care. You are not going to take away and strip that man of what he has done for music. Period. You're not. I don't care. Like, he can do what he do on his own time, whatever. That man is an artist. He's an artist. Like, y'all gotta stop. Like, if you go to work and your boss is a great boss and he does what he does for you and all of that, whatever, like, if he go home and he's just an alcoholic or whatever, y'all gonna judge him? Like, if he don't come to work drunk, do you really give a shit what he does at his house?
Nope.
He don't come to work drunk. He come to work and he do his job, and y'all appreciate him for the work that he does. That's it. He go home and he do what he do. Like, why is that any business of yours what he's doing? It's not your business. But the difference is there's cameras and it's just in the eye of the public, and everybody just has an opportunity to judge. Leave that man alone. That's his personal life. If he get caught up in doing some dumb shit or whatever and he get in trouble, if what he's doing is illegal, then that's a different story. It's illegal. What is R. Kelly doing that's illegal? Now, I know I saw the tape. That was illegal. He should have got rocked for that. Real talk. He should have. But he didn't.
He was
I don't know
not
how.
convicted.
He wasn't convicted. Innocent until proven guilty. Like, y'all can hate me all y'all want. I believe I can fly, goddammit. I don't care what y'all talking about. I posted what I posted, what was it, a couple of days ago or whatever. Like, there was a little kid on the Apollo. There was a little kid on the Apollo singing A Woman's Worth. Like, Steve Harvey asked him, so what you going to be doing for us today, young man? He was like, I'm going to be singing A Woman's Worth by R. Kelly. Whole audience was like, ooh. Steve Harvey looked at him, and then he looked at his grandmother, and the audience was like, did you know that's what he was going to sing when he came up here? But the boy started singing, and he killed it. He sang the song exactly how R. Kelly sang it. He got a standing ovation. Steve Harvey praised this kid. But that's R. Kelly's song. R. Kelly wrote that. R. Kelly sang that song exactly the way the boy sang it. Why that boy didn't get booed? As soon as he started singing, Sandman should have came out and broomed him off the stage. Why that didn't happen? Come on, like that whole double standard shit. Y'all got to get over that.
Tyson said Jerry Lee Lewis married his 12-year-old cousin.
Yeah. Woody Harrelson. What's his name? What's his name? Woody.
Not House and the other one.
Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Creep.
Like, let's really get into it. What about Hugh Hefner? All he did was have young bitches living in his house. Nobody said nothing.
Straight pimping. He was like the older white version of what R. Kelly's doing now.
Nobody said nothing. This man completely pimped these girls out.
And he paid those girls, so that makes him a pimp.
Exactly.
R. Kelly's not paying these girls to live there and sleep with him that we know of, but Hugh Hefner did.
Yup. Made a whole empire off of it. Is he still alive or did he die?
He's still alive.
No.
He died?
I don't know. Can somebody let me know? Google it. Is Hef still alive or did he die? I
Can
think
we
he
drink
died.
this Hennessy?
What? Are they cutting us checks?
Can we drink this brown liquor?
No, you already did it.
Can we cut?
Oh, God. No, we can't. Thank you, Cognac. Asshole. Jerry Lee Lewis. Okay. All I'm saying is, you can't pass judgment. He died.
He died.
Okay.
Rest in
Rest in
peace.
peace, Hugh Hef. That man died with a great legacy. People still buying Playboys. Nobody's even blinking an eye at that. But because it's social media now and everybody is so tuned in. Yo, what if social media was around when Hugh Hefner was building his legacy?
But what if?
Would it have made it to where it is now?
I think so, because it goes back to what Gina said, is if we're not, nobody's mentioning that all these men that are having their legacy stripped from them are black men.
Yeah, they are. Well, I can't say that.
What? Because Harvey, what's his face?
No. I honestly, I wish I knew more about the Harvey Weinstein situation. I really do. Like, I know a lot about it, but I don't know enough detail to really sit here and start talking about it. I don't know enough about it. I know that a lot of females came out and said, he did things that he wasn't supposed to do or whatever. But that's all I know. Like, what was the backlash? Like, were charges brought up on him? You know what I'm saying? Like, did he get fired from the company that he was working for? Like, I don't know enough
Did
about
Spotify discontinue him.
You're stupid. Yeah, yo, Spotify kicked R. Kelly off. Like they stopped rocking his music. That's crazy to me. I've been blasting R. Kelly for 3 days.
Yes, he has.
I've been rocking R. Kelly music for 3 days. You're not gonna take that. You're not. Because all of y'all talking crazy, saying like I know that a lot of y'all are butthurt because y'all were supporters of R. Kelly and all of that, and then all of this stuff came out, and now everybody is anti R. Kelly, all this, all that. Did y'all throw y'all CDs away? Did y'all delete him off of y'all Spotify and
Did you
discontinue
see
his
something wrong
channels?
with a little bump and cry?
Like, nah, seriously, like, did y'all do that? Like, did y'all throw all of his CDs away and, like, did y'all take him out into y'all driveway and run over him with y'all car and delete him off of y'all Spotify and discontinue his channel off of y'all Pandora and all of that? Or y'all still, like, what do y'all do now? Do y'all cringe when, I Believe I Can Fly come on?
Actually, I do because that's my least favorite song.
I love that song. That's a dope song.
I cringe and like, ugh.
I love that song. That's a great song. R. Kelly has a great catalog of music spanning over 20 years. Like,
yeah, definitely. That's my
it's
least favorite song.
ridiculous. And then all of a sudden now it's like, I don't want to. Nah, chill. That man made music that will span across the ages. You're not gonna take that away from him. I'm an R. Kelly guy.
How come I can't see all the comments the same?
What do you mean?
Oh, because nothing.
I'm an R. Kelly guy.
Continue.
Y'all can feel how y'all want to feel about it. But yeah, I don't know enough about the Harvey Weinstein situation. I know that there was another guy. What was his name? What was the dude from The Four? The show with Diddy and DJ Khaled and.
Oh yeah,
What's her name?
that other girl.
What's the girl's name on the show? It's Diddy. It's Khaled.
Stupid Fergie.
Stop, not Fergie. Shouts to Fergie.
Who is the girl?
What's her name? She writes all of the songs for everybody.
I don't remember.
Megan Trainor.
Oh yeah, Megan
Shouts
Trainor.
to Megan Trainor.
Sorry, Meg.
So Megan Trainor, Diddy, Khaled, and there was a dude that was like a producer. I don't remember what his name was because I never heard of him before the show.
You could tell he was a creep though.
But yeah, like he got brought up on molestation charges and rape and all that extra shit or whatever. And yeah,
he's not in the limelight like
they
everyone
pulled
else.
him off the show, like instantly, immediately. As soon as those accusations came out, the next week he was going off for The Four. And this season, it's just Khaled, Diddy, and Megan Trainor and Fergie. Like, they completely pulled him off of the show. That was instantaneous. So
they pulled him, but it wasn't really in the media
exactly. Like, it wasn't, well, because he's not a high-profile person. That was a high-profile show, but he wasn't a high-profile person. So maybe that's why, it didn't get the exposure that everything else did. But it's just, I don't know. I'm just over the whole double standard shit. Like, if you're going to do something, do it across the board. Like, if you're going to hold people accountable and just start stripping, people's legacies, then do that shit across the board. Like, let that just be the general consensus. And let it be known that that's what's going to happen. Like, don't just pick and choose who it is that you want to, because it looks bad right now. It looks bad. It looks bad. It looks targeted. And that's not right. Like, it looks like, Bill Cosby got targeted. It looks like, R. Kelly.
Targeting black men.
R. Kelly's being targeted. If that's what you want to call it.
That's
I didn't
what it
say
is.
that. But that very well, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. It looks like, because think about it. R. Kelly was like
If
the
it smells
biggest.
like shit, then it's shit.
Yo, Bill Cosby was the biggest. He was the greatest thing that ever happened to an African American man.
What about what's his face? I haven't heard anything since the day that we were in New York. Matt Lauer.
Lauer? Was that him?
Lauer? Matt Lowry.
Matt Lauer, yes.
No, that's Mike Lowry.
Yeah, that's Will Smith. Shouts to Will Smith. Leave that man alone. We're not talking about Mike Lowry. We rocks with Mike Lowry. No, you're talking about Matt Lauer. He was on the Today Show, whatever the hell he was on.
Yeah, and the day that we were in New
We were in New York. We woke
they
up
were like,
in the hotel room.
he's not on Good Morning America or whatever it was, the Today Show.
Yeah. And now he's just
And they
We never
said
heard
that-
anything else
yeah,
about it.
It was gone
It's just
the next
gone.
day. They fired him. He's gone. No trial. He's not.
Well, look,
nothing's
a lot of that
happening.
might be like because I don't keep up with that shit. I only keep. It's not even that I don't keep up with it. It's like it's not in my face the way Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Chris Brown is in my face. Like Matt Lauer, like that situation came and went. It was like,
In a day.
nah, he did it.
Like 2 days.
You know, there were accusations against him of misconduct with females on the set. He was fired this morning. Didn't hear nothing else.
We were like, damn it, we were going there this morning.
We were supposed to go down there that day, and like it was like, oh,
We were
he got,
in New York that day
There
in the
were-
hotel. Like, oh, we're
yeah,
gonna go.
there were
see
accusations.
Good Morning America, or today. I don't even know if it was today's
No,
show.
this
Good
is
Morning
today's show.
America.
No, it's today's show. Matt
like,
Lauer
oh.
got accused of sexual misconduct with females on the set. He got fired that morning. After
Yeah.
that, didn't hear nothing else about it. It's been months.
That's what Gina said.
That
Yep.
was
Never heard anything
That
again.
was what was it? We went down there to see the
November.
lighting of the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center.
Yeah.
That was during Christmas.
Whenever they light the Christmas tree.
It's May. I've never heard anything else about it because it's not in your face the way all these other situations are just blatantly in your face. And then
Because he's white.
maybe you're white shaming. Why are you white shaming right now?
I'm not white shaming. I'm.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't defend it. 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 I'm kidding. Don't defend it. Like, stick up for your race. Stick up for your people. That's all I'm saying. I do it for mine. You do it for yours. But you gotta call bullshit. Call bullshit when you see bullshit, and that's it. That's it. But don't white shame. Stop white shaming. Don't do that.
I'm not white shaming.
Don't do
I'm
just saying. Don't
I'm
defend it.
shaming society
Don't
on
defend
how
it.
things are done
Don't defend it.
and handled.
Yeah, well, we all know that it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. They pick and choose who they want to be their scapegoats for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all privy to that. We know what it's about. You asking me to go offset right now to get you an alcoholic beverage?
Or not.
I'll be right back. Y'all keep going. Talk to them. Off the show. What? Off the show the next
Yeah,
day.
Matt was off the show the next day. And have you heard anything about it since then? Nope.
Alicia. Oh, that was Alicia. Yeah, like nah, we have it.
Who's
And that's-
Mario? Mario from the Chew. Is he white? That's what I want to know.
Mario. What are you talking about?
Alicia said same thing with Mario from the Chew cooking show. Off the show the next day.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear- I
Well,
don't
no,
know.
Mario.
Mario.
That's hold on, look. Is that the heavyset dude with the ponytail?
When do you watch the cooking
It comes
show?
on before General Hospital. I watch General Hospital. I am. Stop it. I'm a fan of General Hospital. I'm gonna have a whole. We're gonna
I'm
have a
having this
whole.
conversation.
We're gonna have a whole separate low key conversation episode about General Hospital. I
like
watched
a
with
week
General
behind.
Hospital, but yeah, I think that was the dude with the ponytail. I'm not sure. I think that was Mario. But go ahead. I'm going to
Good my corona. If you're there, yes, he is. He's white. You see, he's white.
No,
So
is
he
that
was
the
off-
dude with the ponytail?
Does he have a ponytail? Batali. That sounds Italian.
Yeah, I think that's the dude with the ponytail.
Mario Batali. So he's Italian. So he was off the show the next day. Nobody even knows what happened.
Yeah, it was never.
Never addressed in the public eye because he's white. What? Because he's not as big as R. Kelly? Okay, so one can say it's not because they're black, but because they're
Not as famous.
so famous that yes, Gina said he's white, the guy with the ponytail.
Yeah.
So
Who is he molesting? Like, yo,
I don't know what this guy looks like,
Yo, who is he
but
molesting?
Mario Batali sounds like a big guy.
Nah, he is a big dude. He's a
Scary.
heavy set guy with a ponytail. Who is he molesting? Who is he touching uninvited? Who is?
Maybe he's
I
drugging
don't
people like Bill Cosby, but we'll never know because he's not in the public eye.
All I'm saying is this:
Because
the double standard needs to be eradicated. Like I'm tired of, it's good for this one and not for that one. Like if you're gonna blast it across the board. Like by that logic, by the logic of what's happened with Bill Cosby and the Cosby Show, because he did what it was. What's up, Cuzzo? How you doing? Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Stay around. Tell your friends about it. Share it.
Tell your friends. Tell their friends.
By the logic of what happened with Bill Cosby, the Chew shouldn't be on television anymore. Because he was a part of the show. I know for a fact that he was one of the executive producers. But because he got accused of what it is that he got accused of and they fired him from the show, that show shouldn't be on television anymore. Because of what happened with Bill Cosby, that jeopardized the money for a lot of other people that had nothing to do with anything. But nobody took that into consideration when they just decided to pull the Cosby Show off of television because it was Bill Cosby that got accused of all of this bullshit. So by that logic, by those standards, the Chew shouldn't be on television anymore.
Right, pull the whole thing.
Pull the whole thing.
Pull the Today Show.
Word. Like, fuck all of those other people's jobs. Everybody else that's getting a check from these shows. Because people that were people that were contributing factors to the success of those shows did some fucked up shit. They shouldn't be a part of the show anymore. Fire them.
Agreed.
Like, that's just real. But that will never happen. Off topic. I'm down for the General Hospital conversation. I can talk for days about it.
Dude, I can't talk about General Hospital anymore because I'm a week behind and it's so boring lately.
Listen, it's
You said yourself, it's gonna get canceled.
I
took 2 weeks off and still wasn't confused when I came back.
Okay, again, that's another topic.
All right, topic for another day.
I think that I think that it's in danger of being canceled. I hope that I'm wrong, and I don't want to speak anything into existence because I've been watching General Hospital since I was like 5 years old. Now, y'all can call me what y'all want to call me and judge me how you want to judge me. I'm a grown-ass man, and I've been watching General Hospital since I was like 4 years old. I didn't choose to, but when you come home from school every day at 3 o'clock from school, and when your mother's asking you, how was your day at school, she's propped in front of the TV in the living room watching General Hospital, then, you sit down next to your mother and you learn about, the Quartermans and Steve Harvey.
Harvey?
No, Steve, what's his name? Hardy. Steve Hardy and his wife and, Sonny Corinthos and Jason Morgan. And come on, B. Like, don't get me started. Whatever. I've been watching General Hospital since I was 4 years old. Y'all can judge me if y'all want to.
The Cassadines. What happened to Nicholas? I thought he was coming back. He was on a 6-month
We're not talking about
vacation.
General Hospital. Stop it.
All right.
This is not happening right now.
That was my life.
I agree. If you do it in one sense, you have to do it.
Yes, I'm putting my lipstick on.
In all. Not pick and choose which shows stay on. Exactly. You don't pick and choose what stays and what goes. It needs to be general across the board. Like, there should be no statute of limitation on how abuse against women is consequented. It shouldn't. If you are going to strip one, then you strip them all. You don't make it seem like you should not build that stigma in people's minds that, oh, well, he just rubbed her shoulder, that's okay. Like, you shouldn't, stop it. You shouldn't do that. Like, you shouldn't minimize it. Like, across the board, it's wrong. It's wrong across the board. Uninvited sexual advances is wrong, period. There's no question about it. It does not make it okay because you're in a position of power. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to intimidate a woman or a man. Because I do not believe that it's just men doing this shit. I absolutely believe that there are women in positions of power that seduce men into doing what the hell it is that they need to get done. And there are no consequences for it. No one in a position of power should be made to feel like it's okay to grab him by the pussy.
But we have a president,
and nobody says shit. Like, no
I
consequences.
wonder why this shit's happening.
And no consequences happen.
This is just all really,
you know what I'm saying?
Coincidental.
Like, but Bill Cosby is damn near dead in his grave already, and all of this shit is coming at them. Where you have a president of the United States who's still fully up functioning, no problems whatsoever, running the country, blatantly came out and said, you just grab him by the pussy. And the defense behind that, what everybody is putting behind that is locker room talk. That's just how they talk. Like, no, you think that he hasn't done that shit? He said it openly with no problem. You think that's not how his mind is? You don't think that's how he operates? But nobody's, like, people are talking about it, but nobody's doing shit. But everybody is steamrolling all of this shit behind Bill Cosby, all of this shit behind R. Kelly, all of this shit behind Chris Brown. They're steamrolling that shit, but you have somebody in the White House right now that openly is antagonizing and just before Bill Clinton, before the guy that's in the office now, when was the last time you heard the President of the United States swear, like say a curse word? You never heard it. It was unheard of. Because all of the presidents, no, but not even all of the presidents prior to had a level of dignity.
Right.
They had a level of camaraderie. They had a level of class. Like they understood and respected the title that they held and the job and the position. Like you have an internet troll as the president of the United States of America.
That's exactly what it is.
And that's it. Like it's cool. It's cool. It's okay. Like, y'all was ready to impeach Bill Clinton for what? For being a man? Like, for being a man. Y'all was ready to impeach him for being a man, for having indiscretions in the White House. Y'all was ready
for making mistakes
in
his own private life.
Y'all were ready to kick
him.
Exactly. Y'all were ready to kick this man out of the presidency for being a man, for having indiscretions, for making mistakes. Y'all was ready to kick him out because he wasn't your conventional president. Y'all were ready to kick him out. You have someone in the office now that is not your conventional president doing the most outlandish shit. Jeopardizing
and people standing behind
jeopardizing the country that he swore to protect. He's jeopardizing it. And ain't nobody saying shit.
Nope.
Like it's cool. Like everybody's saying shit, but ain't nobody doing nothing. But whatever. What do I know?
We're just going to drink over.
I'm just a poor black man in Middlebury, Mass. Like, I don't know nothing.
First of all, we are not poor. Don't throw that out there.
I'm poor.
No, we hit some money last night.
Loan me $5. You got $5? You got $5 I can borrow?
Yeah.
Give me.
You just gave me $300.
No. Give me $5.
I don't have
you
anything
don't
less.
You
I don't have anything less than $100 bill.
She ain't got $5. We poor. She ain't got $5. I'm asking her for $5 right now. She can't give it to me.
My wallet's upstairs.
We poor.
Can I Apple Pay you?
Consensual at all. What? Preach, brother. Miss Delgado. Hi. I hope you're still tuned in.
How can you tell if they're still tuned in?
I can't tell, but I can see that she was there. You owe me an episode. I'm going to need that. You owe me an episode. I'm going to need that. ASAP. I'm going to have to pencil you in on the calendar. I'm going to need that. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hi, or yes, sir. You owe me an episode. There's way too much silence right now. Say something.
I don't see nothing wrong.
You so stupid. So listen, at the end of all of this, all I'm saying is, yeah, love you too. All I'm saying is this. I do not agree with R. Kelly pissing on 15-year-old girls. I don't. Let me finish. I do not agree with R. Kelly pissing on 15-year-old girls. I'm saying that as a father of several daughters. Don't agree with it. But that's his personal life. It just so happened to have he just so happened to have gotten exploited doing it. I'm not taking anything away from that man's legacy as an artist, period. I, myself, am an artist. I make music. I would be pissed off and I would feel away if people just stopped listening to my music because one day I did some shit that wasn't to everybody else's stance. I'm not saying I'm going around pissing on people, but if I did some shit that everybody else didn't think was okay, and then they just spread it out there and was like, "Oh, B Dot's a bad dude," I'm not listening to his music no more. Then I would feel a way about it. Like, what I do in my personal life is my personal life. It don't got shit to do with y'all. But on this forum, there's no separation. There's no differentiation. Like, my personal life and this intertwine with each other.
That's why I'm here.
Exactly. That's why I got my wife here. This is all intertwined. That's why we broadcast from our house. This is our house. We don't have, like, our set is our house. This is our personal life. We are very dedicated to what we do. We love and we respect everybody out there, which is why we continue to do what we do. Like, we weren't able to broadcast the way that we normally are because our camera guy, our producer, has personal life things that he's doing this week. So he wasn't able to do it.
But the show must go on.
But the show must go on, and that's no fault of y'all's.
No, not at all.
So
they have lives too.
Exactly. Y'all got lives the same way we got lives, the same way my producer got a life. Like, shit happens. But the show must go on. So shouts to my guys, CD Cinematography. Shouts to Jackie. Hope everything is going good for you this week. And I'll talk to you next week. Like, this is what
next week we might have to go live too.
No, and that's fine. Because I like this. This works.
Yeah. Except I'm a little tipsy because my podcast is right before this.
Yo, and again, shouts to your podcast. Your podcast was dope. And I'm encouraging everybody that's watching this and everybody that's going to continue to watch this. I'm going to need y'all to really, like, tune in. The podcast is up right now on the Low Key Conversations Facebook page. It will be up on the Low Key Conversations YouTube page. And it will also be up on the Low Key Conversations SoundCloud page. So when you're driving to work in the morning, y'all can listen to this intriguing, intelligent conversation that she has with her guests. Like, it's good content. Like,
it's real content. And if you want to be a part of the show,
hold up.
It's all under
don't take over Low Key Conversations with the whole when all else fails shit. I'm joking. Go ahead.
Whatever.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
If you want to be a part of the show, you can direct message the Low Key page, and we will get it.
Yes.
It's women only. It's all about women empowerment, and every woman has a conversation. Every woman has a story to tell.
Every man has a story to tell.
All right. Well.
What you talking? When all else fails,
that's
all for women. So I got to create a podcast for men, right?
When all else fails, we have conversations.
Really? And figure shit out. I know.
I
know.
Shut the fuck up.
No, that's a great slogan. I love that. When all else fails, we have a conversation. We figure shit out. The conversation word, though, is mine.
Anyways.
Okay.
There's open spots in June, so you can just reach out.
Yes, reach out. You guys can email us at lowkeycombos@gmail.com, or you can inbox any of the other forums. You can inbox on Facebook. You can inbox on Instagram. We will definitely get the message.
He'll get the message.
I'll
just
get the
creep
message.
and look at it.
Yes, because she's a freaking creep.
That's what I do.
Star, you love me. I love you too. Just got back from Jamaica. Yo, why is everybody going to Jamaica?
No, I saw the pictures. Happy birthday to Danny. It was her sister's 40th birthday.
Oh, that's
so.
Yo,
They
it
went
was
to
my
Jamaica.
40th birthday. Can I get a birthday shout out, please, Star? Thank you. Right now.
Happy birthday.
Can I get a Star? Can I get a Star Delgado birthday shout out, please? Right now. Thank you. I'm saying you was rocking with Chuck. Went to his birthday party. You in Jamaica chilling with your sister's birthday. Can I get one? Can I get one? Can I get a birthday shout out, please? Like, I'd appreciate it. That'd be great. But yeah, nah.
Thank you.
Definitely.
It's not yellow anymore. It's actually finished now.
Oh, there you go.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you, sweetie. I love this internet interaction shit. This is fantastic. Thank
That's
you,
what
Star.
I'm saying. We should just do this one.
Thank you. But yeah, damn, right on the dot, 9:00. We about to sign out in a second. Yeah, on the dot. Holla at your boy. on the dot. Scream at me. I don't know, yo. I feel like this conversation could continue to go. I really do. So I'm gonna sign off with this. I'm not signing off yet, but I'm gonna say this. Do I believe that Bill Cosby deserves to be punished for his crimes? I'm not even gonna say indiscretion because he was found guilty, and I honestly believe that out of the 60 women that accused him, at least one of those women were telling the truth. So do I believe that he needs to be punished for his crime? Absolutely. 110%. With that being said, do I believe that the Cosby Show should have been pulled? No, I don't. I believe that the Cosby Show should have been left on the forums that it was on, and people should have been allowed to make their own decisions. If you don't want to rock with Bill Cosby and his legacy, then don't watch. The ratings would have dropped, and eventually it would have been canceled anyway. I do not believe that it should have just been pulled automatically. Even before this man went to trial and was found guilty, his shows were already pulled from the networks. That is not right. It's not right. And I'll say it, because nobody else is going to say this shit in any kind of forum that matters. So I'm going to say it on mine. I'm saying it on my platform. The Cosby Show should not have been canceled before this man went to trial and was found guilty. That's just what it is. I don't give a fuck how many women came out and said he raped them. It was never proven. So why do that? That is a problem for me. In regards to Chris Brown, continue be rock on. I respect the shit out of what you're doing. You made a mistake when you was younger. Fuck what everybody else is talking about.
Everybody made mistakes when they were younger.
Everybody made mistakes when they was younger. Do you? I'm proud of you for what you're doing. I can say I'm proud of you. I don't give a fuck. You in a higher plane than me, but I'm a grown ass man. I'm older than you, so I can say it. I'm proud of you, nephew. Continue to do your shit, man. I'm rocking with you. And with that being said, real quick, shouts to Jordan Lucas because he's doing this shit too. That's my guy.
He's got a show coming out.
Yeah, he does have a show coming up. He got several shows coming out.
No, I mean like local.
Oh, you calling Jordan Lucas local right now?
No, a local
Shit
show.
on up. Sorry, Jordan.
A local show.
I'm fucking with you. I know I'm joking. Shouts to Jordan Lucas,
June
man. That's my guy. Continue to do what you're doing. I'm proud of you too, bro. But in regards to Chris Brown, leave that man alone. Let him flourish. Let him grow. What don't kill you make you stronger. He's doing this thing. And Mr. Kelly, and shouts to R. Kelly, yo. Fuck all of y'all. I don't give a shit what y'all talking about. That's my guy. R. Kelly is the man. His music speaks for itself. Him as a man or whatever, like whatever his issues are, like everything that he's being accused of and all the things that he's done that we know that he's done, that shit runs a lot deeper than just wanting to do what he's doing. Like that shit is deeper. Like y'all forget that man lost his mother. Like you don't know, man. Same shit with Kanye. Like Kanye bugging out too. His mom's passed away. Like yo, when you lose your mother, that shit does something to you. And I'm not making excuses for anybody, but anybody that's out there right now that still got your mother in your life, like you go ahead and you sit there and you imagine what you would do or how you would be able to function without your mother in your life. What kind of demons you would have to overcome, like what kind of decisions you would have to make, like just how you going to get through your day to day without the one staple person, the person that brought you into this world. Regardless of what kind of relationship you have with that person, if that person passes away, you're going to lose your mind. You're not going to know how to function. You're going to sift through the bullshit and try and find your way. That's not going to always mean that you're making the best decisions. So, again, I'm not making excuses for this man. But what I'm saying is there are a lot of contributing factors that nobody is considering. So in regards to R. Kelly, I wish you all the best. I'm still rocking with your music because that's what I know you for. And you have put out gems, and I respect the hell out of you for that. I can't say I respect you for anything else because I don't know you as a man, but I know you as an artist. And as an artist, I respect the shit out of you. And with that being said, I ain't got nothing else to say. What you got? Alright, we about to cancel out of this shit because she's bugging out right now. What? You know what I mean? Like, stop. We're done. She's bugging out. I'm going to say, have a good night, y'all.
Good night. Have a good week.
Have a good week. Word up. what's today? Sunday?
Yep.
Yeah. Have a good week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Have a good week. Like, you guys are about to go back to work tomorrow. Go into that shit just knowing that it's a new week. Fuck all of the bullshit that happened last week or the week before. New week. New ambition. Just be great this week. Alright? I'm Curtis Smith. I'm signing off. This is...
Colleen Smith.
Yes, that's her.
It's me.
And
Have a great week.
behave yourselves. Love y'all. Talk. Have conversations. Peace.